So, you're thinking about Scotland, land of the brave, they say? Land of the whiskey, more accurately, and land of castles, so many castles. They're practically tripping over each other. You can't swing a damp sporn without hitting one. It's a national obsession, building these things, then letting them crumble. Artistically, of course, it adds to the charm. Or so the tourist brochures claim. The weather, the Scottish weather, it's a character in itself. A moody, unpredictable, often downright unpleasant character. Think of it as a permanent, uninvited guest at every outdoor event. It will rain. That's not a threat, it's a promise. Mist will roll in. It will obscure that perfect photo you waited an hour for. The sun might appear, briefly, just to tease you, before more rain. It's all part of the experience. A very damp experience. Yet, people flock here. They come for these enchanting ruins, these magnificent piles of old stones. They brave the horizontal rain. They navigate the winding, single-track roads, all for a glimpse of history. Or maybe they just like feeling windswept and interesting. There's a certain allure, I'll grant you. A kind of stubborn beauty. Edinburgh Castle. You can't miss it. It sits there, smugly, on its volcanic rock, looking down on everyone, like the king of all castles. Which, to be fair, it sort of was. For a very long time. It's seen a lot of action. Sieges, royal births, a few too many executions, standard castle curriculum vitae really, but bigger and with more tourists. So many tourists. All trying to get the same selfie, with the same slightly bored expression. The historical significance is undeniable. This place oozes history. From every portcullis and parapet. You can almost hear the ghostly bagpipes, or maybe that's just an actual piper. They have those. Lots of them. The crown jewels are here too, hidden away, behind very thick glass. You can look, but don't even think about touching. They take that very seriously. Probably more seriously than the weather forecast, which is a mistake. Then there's the 1 o'clock gun. Every day, bang. Scares the pigeons, scares the tourists who forgot. It was once for ships, to set their chronometers. Now it's mostly for tradition. And to make people jump. It's a highlight, apparently. A very loud, very brief highlight. Don't blink. Donan Castle. Now this is drama. Perched on a cliff, jutting out into the North Sea, it looks like it's one strong gust away from a very wet ending. Which, given Scottish weather, is a constant threat. The location is stunning, if you like your beauty stark. And windswept. And smelling faintly of fish and existential dread. It's the kind of place where brooding poets would feel right at home, before catching pneumonia. Historically, Donan is famous for hiding the Scottish crown jewels, from Oliver Cromwell no less, sneaky and rather effective. They lowered them down the cliffs, or smuggled them out in seaweed. The stories vary, as they always do in Scotland. The truth is probably less exciting, but don't let that stop you. The romance of the daring escape is much better, especially when the wind is howling around you. Getting to Donan involves stairs, lots of stairs, down, then up, then probably down again. It's a commitment, a test of your dedication to historical sightseeing, and your cardiovascular health. Wear sensible shoes, not your fancy city loafers. Unless you enjoy slipping on damp stone and seagull guano. There's a lot of that. The birds own this place, they just let humans visit. Scottish myths. Where to begin? Perhaps with Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. The shyest superstar in the world. Billions of blurry photos, 0 credible sightings. Yet, the legend endures. Because everyone loves a good monster story, especially one that sells tartan tea towels. Every ripple on the loch is a potential sighting. Every log, a lurking beast. It's brilliant marketing if nothing else. Keeps the hope alive. And the souvenir shops in business. Then there are the castle ghosts. Oh, the ghosts. Scotland has more ghosts per square mile than actual living residents, I suspect. Every castle worth its salt or damp has one. Usually a green lady, or a gray lady, or a white lady. Always a lady. Apparently spectral men are less common. Or perhaps they just don't make for such good stories. These ladies sigh, they weep, they wander aimlessly, probably looking for a decent cup of tea, or a central heating system. Let's not forget the kelpies, sinister water horses. They lure unsuspecting travelers to watery graves. Charming. Don't go paddling in lonely lochs, especially after a few whiskeys. You might mistake a submerged shopping trolley for an equine demon. It's an easy mistake to make. The Highlands are full of such warnings. Mostly, I think, to keep children from drowning. Stirling Castle. Another contender for most important castle in Scotland. They all claim it, you see, like ambitious C-list celebrities. Stirling has a good case though. Strategically vital. Scene of many a royal tantrum. And coronation. and probably a few very awkward family dinners. It sits proudly on its hill, surveying its kingdom, or what's left of it, which is mostly gift shops and shortbread factories. The royal palace has been restored to its Renaissance glory. Think bright colors, elaborate tapestries, and actors in period costume. You can imagine Mary Queen of Scots flouncing through these halls. Bannockburn, for instance. Robert the Bruce had a good day there. The English, not so much. The castle itself was besieged multiple times. It changed hands more often than a popular library book. Each siege adding another layer of grime and historical importance. It's like a trifle, but with more bloodshed. Unless you count the ghostly ones. Visiting Stirling is like stepping into a history book. A very large, slightly confusing history book, with lots of characters and plot twists. The views are spectacular, assuming the mist hasn't decided to co-star that day. You can almost feel the weight of centuries. Or maybe that's just the heavy backpack full of waterproofs, essential kit for any Scottish castle adventure. Section 6 Eilean Donan, the calendar king of castles. Eilean Donan Castle. You know this one, even if you think you don't. It's on every Scottish calendar, every biscuit tin, every postcard rack. It's the poster child for Scottish castles. Impossibly picturesque, sitting on its little island, connected by an arched stone bridge, at the meeting point of 3 sea locks. It's almost too perfect, suspiciously perfect, like a model who's had a bit too much Photoshop. It was blown up, you know, by the English in 1719, ungentlemanly, but rather thorough. It lay in ruins for 2 centuries, a very photogenic ruin, mind you. Then it was rebuilt in the early 20th century, by a dedicated romantic with deep pockets. So what you see today isn't entirely medieval, it's more of a loving tribute. A historical theme park almost, but a very, very pretty one. No denying that. Inside it's compact and often crowded. Everyone wants that iconic shot. From the bridge, through the archway with the moody sky. You'll jostle for position, you'll politely or not so politely ask people to move. Section 7. The weather, Scotland's most consistent attraction. It's consistently wet. Let's talk more about the weather. Because in Scotland the weather is always a headline act. It's not just a backdrop, it's an active participant in your holiday. Often, an unwelcome one. Rain is the default setting. It can be a light drizzle, a persistent shower, or a full-blown biblical deluge. The Scots have many words for rain. None of them particularly cheerful, but all of them accurate. You'll learn them, quickly. Then there's the mist. The romantic Scottish mist. It rolls in from the sea or down from the hills. It shrouds the landscape in an ethereal blanket, making everything look mysterious and damp. It can reduce visibility to about 3 feet, turning that stunning mountain view into a solid wall of gray. It's great for photographers who like atmosphere, less great for people who like seeing where they're going. Or, you know, the actual scenery. Wind is another constant companion. It sighs through the glens. It howls around the castle turrets. It attempts to steal your hat. And your umbrella. Don't bother with an umbrella. It will only end in tears, and a broken, inside-out mess. The wind can be bracing, invigorating even. Or it can be utterly soul-destroying. Section 8. Beyond the big names, more crumbling walls for your itinerary. While Edinburgh and Stirling hog the limelight, Scotland has other castles. Lesser known, quieter, perhaps even more atmospheric. Because you won't be sharing them with 1,000 other people. Castle Campbell, for instance, tucked away in Dollar Glen. Its name alone sounds dramatic. Castle Gloom, they used to call it, which tells you everything you need to know about its cheerful disposition. It's wonderfully moody. And a bit of a climb, naturally. Hermitage Castle. Now this is a proper villain's lair. Stark, imposing, brutal. It stands alone in the bleak borders landscape, radiating menace. It has a dark history, full of murder and betrayal. The kind of place where you wouldn't want to spend a night, even with a good sleeping bag, and a very large flashlight. It's genuinely chilling, and utterly compelling, if you like your history with a side of shivers. Consider Bothwell Castle, one of Scotland's largest and finest 13th century fortresses, or what's left of it. It's a magnificent ruin, overlooking the River Clyde. Less famous than some, but no less impressive. You can wander its crumbling walls, imagine the sieges. Section 9. Go on, visit you know you want to, just pack a towel. So, there you have it, Scotland. A land of stunning castles, and stunningly bad weather. A place where myths are more believable than a sunny forecast, where history is etched into every stone, and every menu features something deep-fried. It's a country of contrasts, of rugged beauty and relentless drizzle, of warm welcomes and even warmer whiskeys. It's not for the faint-hearted, or those with a severe aversion to damp socks, despite my gentle mockery, or perhaps because of it. There's an undeniable magic here. Something about the combination of ancient ruins, dramatic landscapes, and the sheer bloody-minded resilience of it all. It gets under your skin, in a good way, mostly. You'll complain about the rain, you'll laugh at the absurdity of some legends, you'll probably get lost on a remote Highland road, and you'll have a brilliant time. My advice? Pack layers. Many layers. Waterproof everything. Your shoes, your bag, your soul if possible. Learn to appreciate 50 Shades of Grey, because you'll be seeing a lot of them. Lower your expectations for sunshine.